tell you a story. I love, I bleed, long laugh, I believe. I'll take my chances, I am you. I'll tell you this story, I give you my story, so I can live, live, live. I can live, live, live.
Tonight we'll ask you to look closer, beyond the illusion. Her face can be many faces. Her voice can belong to many. Her name is Joanna.
I'm Joanna Ampil, and I am an artist. I grew up in the Philippines until I was 17, and then I moved to London to do musicals. My parents live in LA, although my mom was with me during my last year as a minor in London. I wanted to study journalism until I heard about the auditions for Miss Saigon. But prior to the auditions, I managed to see the production of Joseph the Dreamer, where Audie Hamora was playing Joseph. And that's when I realized that I want to be in musicals. After watching Joseph the Dreamer, a couple of months after that, I heard about the auditions for Miss Saigon. And I went up for it, and the auditions went on for a week. After a couple of months, I heard from them. They just said that my audition was successful, and I had to fly to London. So I packed up everything, including my mom, and we flew to London. Everything was a first to me. First musical in London, first time abroad, first time away from my family. Everything was positive. I didn't feel lonely whatsoever because I was with my mom, of course. And also, working with Filipinos, it made it easier for me to adapt to the culture. You know, it wasn't like a shock in the system. Initially, they were looking for cast all over Asia, not just in the Philippines. And they realized that there's so much talent here. After the first year of Miss Saigon, creative team just came here. Let's say if they needed to change a Kim or an engineer, they would just come to Manila. I just finished high school. I was very sheltered, very pampered, full of love in the family. I have a couple of siblings, and I'm the eldest. I was studying in St. Mary's College. So after Miss Saigon, I was asked by Cameron Mackintosh to do the symphonic recording. They got people from all over the world. I was lucky enough to be given the part of Kim. After that, Cameron offered me to go to Australia to open the show there in Sydney. So I did that as well. And from Australia, the director of Jesus Christ Superstar, they were going to stage Jesus Christ Superstar in London. The director happens to be an Australian. So she managed to catch one of my performances in Sydney. Then she realized, oh, I like to work with this girl. So they asked me to fly to London to audition for Andrew Lloyd Webber for 3 days. I was there for 3 days. That was quite an intimidating experience because I remember when I was auditioning in front of Andrew, he wasn't really listening. He seemed like he wasn't listening. He was just walking around the room, and I thought, why am I singing? This guy's not even listening to me. And after I had finished my audition, I left, and just before I exited, he tapped me on the back and he said, that was a very good audition. I thought, okay, he's just being polite. I got a phone call from my agent saying that I got the part of Mary Magdalene. So that's how it happened. And then from Jesus Christ Superstar, I went back to doing Miss Saigon. We closed in '99. Cameron McIntosh also gave me the part of Eponine. Oh, of course, I had to audition for that because it's a new role for me. After Eponine, it was Miss Saigon on tour. I went to back to Les Mis doing Fantine naman, which is a more mature role. And after Fantine, I got Sheila Franklin in here, Musical of Musicals, I sing, Mimi and Ren. I went back to Les Mis to do Fantine. And then this, Maria and West Side Story. I was 17. I was open to everything. I still am, but of course, being young, you know, you have less insecurities. Because I had my mom with me, so I felt very safe. Didn't plan anything at all. You make things happen, but you don't. I don't plan them. How Filipino am I? How would you describe that, though? I mean, I'm nothing but Filipino. An artiste. An artiste. Well, I don't, you know, when you start labeling yourself like performer or theater performer, it means you're just in theater. I want to be able to do other things. I want to record, I want to do films, I want to do TV, I want to not just be a singer or not just be an actress. I want to be all those things. That's why I call myself an artiste. It does get lonely because I live alone in London. I have a lot of friends. I'm rich with friends, but I don't have family there. Therefore, you know, my family's in LA or Vancouver. We're scattered all over the world. What's nice about that is that I get to go on holiday anywhere I want and have a place to stay. But yeah, it does get lonely. But I guess I'm in this business where I love my job and I'm very passionate about it. That's why I carry on with it.